right, court is calling 2024 CR 4900, State of Texas versus Damian Trevino. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris, Salem.
Defense?
Okay, for Mr. Trevino.
Are you Mr. Trevino?
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to the courtroom where one wrong choice can change everything. Today we're diving into the case of State of Texas versus Damian Trevino, a burglary case that starts out simple but quickly spirals into something much deeper. On the surface, Damian is accused of breaking into a building and stealing cigarettes and scratch-off lottery tickets. Sounds petty, right? But stick around because this case reveals layers of addiction, homelessness, and desperation that challenge how we think about crime and punishment. You'll see a judge who doesn't hold back, a defendant who seems confused about his own choices, and a legal system trying to balance justice with rehabilitation. As you watch, ask yourself, should society show more mercy to someone battling drugs and homelessness, or does a crime always demand consequences? By the end, you might see Damian not just as a criminal, but as a human being caught between poor choices and painful circumstances.
Stand it. Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with burglary of a building with intent to commit theft? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so.
Mr. Trevino, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will
Here's where it gets interesting. Damian is being offered deferred adjudication. That means if he stays out of trouble and follows probation rules, he avoids a permanent conviction on his record. But if he slips up, that protection vanishes, and the judge can send him straight to jail for up to 2 years. This is a legal lifeline, but it's also a trap for those who can't stay clean. And given what we'll soon hear about Damian's drug use, you'll see why this decision could make or break his future.
Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, ma'am.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead?
Guilty.
State, any evidence?
Excuse me, Judge. I believe paperwork says no contest.
All right, you want to speak to your client about the difference between a no contest plea and a guilty plea?
If she were to issue a finding of guilt, they would have proven things. There's a civil matter.
Okay.
You would change to no contest.
Did you catch that moment of hesitation? Damian wavers between pleading guilty and no contest. In simple terms, a guilty plea admits the crime. A no contest plea doesn't admit guilt but accepts punishment. Why does that matter? Because it can limit liability in future cases like civil lawsuits. It's a small detail, but it shows Damian's uncertainty, almost like he's not fully processing the gravity of this decision. In that indecision, judges don't like it. What do you think? Was Damian confused? Or was he trying to be clever?
Attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
My client wishes, I asked you to follow the agreement.
All right, why are you breaking in?
This is where the judge gets fiery. She flat out tells Damien that stealing scratch-offs is pointless because the tickets are tracked and numbered. Even if he won, he'd never be able to cash them in without being caught. It's almost tragic, committing a serious crime for something that could never pay off. And look at how she ties it to airline tickets, showing how easy it is to trace fraud. This is courtroom education at its best. Tough love, but with a dose of reality. Viewers, what do you think? Was Damien just too high to think straight, or was he reckless enough to believe he'd get away with it?
And all the person has to do is say, these numbers are missing. It's similar to people when they want to sell airline tickets. Those are all numbered. So what would have ended up happening if you would have got a scratch off and won $1 million, you would have went to go, try to get your $1 million and you would have been arrested. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So where are you living now?
With my mother. Well, I'm at lifetime recovery right now.
All right. How long have you been there?
53 days.
Okay. And what was your drug of choice?
Meth and marijuana.
And who was the person who was with you?
I don't know that person.
Oh, so y'all just randomly.
Well, he opened the doors and I was watching him go in and out, so I went in.
I'm sorry, what?
He had opened the doors, and then I just followed him. After I seen him come in and out, I went in and practically picked up after him.
Okay, I still don't understand what you're saying. So are you saying that somebody else was already in the location, burglarizing the location, and they opened the door for you and just was like, hey, I'm here, you're here, come on in?
No, like he just opened it up and.
Now comes the heart of the case, drugs. Damien admits to using meth and marijuana and describes himself as being really out of it during the burglary. The judge immediately orders a drug test, knowing that addiction is the fuel behind this crime. This moment is huge. If Damien failed, his plea could collapse, and his punishment would be far worse. But what happens next is shocking. His test comes back clean. After weeks in recovery, Damien proves he's at least sober in this moment. The real question, can he stay that way?
A sample right now? You don't need to take a water break or anything? All right, so he's going to provide a sample. It'll take them 5 minutes, then I'll do the sentencing. But Sean, do you have the results on Damien Trevino? Negative. Okay, awesome. Yay. I'm happy for you on that. Keep up with that, okay? All right, we're back on the record. In 2024, CR 4900, State versus Damien Trevino. So probation is telling me that your UA was negative. That's a good thing. Make sure that you stay vigilant. You understand? Because it's easy to backslide.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State, on Damien Trevino, is there any restitution to the building? Was it, for the lottery tickets, which I guess they have to reprint or destroy, and the cigarettes?
As far as we are aware, no, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are their ages?
He's 9 years old.
I'm sorry?
9.
All right. And who is your child with?
The mother right now.
All right. Court is going to sentence you to a $500 fine that will be probated.
The sentence is in 4 years deferred adjudication, drug court evaluation, parenting classes community service, and 60 sober meetings in 60 days. That's strict, but it's not prison. Notice how the judge even offers to waive community service if Damien gets a trade school certificate, an incentive to improve his future. This shows the dual nature of sentencing. Punishment, yes, but also rehabilitation. The judge is practically pleading with Damien to seize this chance. Do you think this kind of sentence is effective, or should burglary always equal hard jail time?
By Zoom or in person. Proof of employment within 90 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There is to be 120 hours of community service restitution. How do you spend your days?
Walking.
Okay. Did you graduate?
I got my high school diploma online.
All right. So I'm going to order 120 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if you obtain a trade school certificate, or you try to do something to better yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And improve your employment chances.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm also going to order parenting classes, regular random UAs, field visits, one time per month for 4 months. At Lifetime Recovery, do they have you doing sober meetings?
I had an interview yesterday for a sober living home, and I got another one next Sunday.
All right, we're going to do 60 sober meetings in 60 days. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Oh, thanks, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there you have it. Damian Trevino walked into court facing up to 2 years behind bars, but walked out with deferred adjudication, strict probation, and a chance at redemption. The judge made it clear addiction and homelessness may explain his actions, but they don't excuse them. Whether Damian succeeds now depends entirely on his discipline, his sobriety, and his willingness to change. And that's the bigger lesson here. Justice isn't always about punishment, it's about giving people the tools to break the cycle. What do you think? Did the judge strike the right balance between mercy and accountability? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.